Hey Siri, please make this a good YouTube video. All right, I feel like I always blah, blah, blah at the beginning of these videos, so I'm gonna get right to it, get changed, and start this, start this trail run. We're going 8 miles today around North Table Mountain, and we'll chit chat as we run, but let's get into the action. If you're just tuning in, this is my marathon off season. I'm doing the California, I almost said Colorado, the California International Marathon, December 7th, going for a sub 240 marathon, but it is only July now. So we're not starting our official marathon training block. We're laying the foundation here, the groundwork for that marathon. I'm doing it again. I'm talking too much. Let's go. Got the London Bandit shirt on. Thank you, Lindsay and Corinne. It's legit. I wear it like I would wear it every day. I don't wear it every day because it needs to be washed, but I wear it every week. Thank you guys. We've begun. I'm gonna try to catch this guy. I know I said trail run. This route, North Table Mountain in Golden, Colorado, it's amazing. 8-mile loop, but the first like half mile, 0.8 miles is just straight uphill. Look at this. And we're going to the top. So basically we go straight up, and then we run like around the whole, whatever that's called, plateau. So power hiking this to start. And like I said, I gotta catch this guy. I'm coming for you, buddy. Got him. Whew. All right, we're on the top, and now we're trail running. Cool 167 heart rate, so I probably got to chill a little bit, but we're up here. So dope. Gotta get out here more. So dope. Denver in the distance, and we're rolling now. Easy miles, 153 heart rate, so we're chilling. We're chilling. Trail's great because it's up, down, up, down. It's these uphill segments, really challenging, getting my legs stronger where they need to be for a 240 marathon prep in July. Putting that work in. And no, I do not and cannot run all the uphills. Working on getting better. But these trail guys are fucking beasts. Okay, Brett's back, here we go. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 7.02 miles, 9:31 average pace. I swore this loop was 8 miles, so I think I might have made maybe a wrong turn. That being said, I promised 8 miles, so here's what we're gonna do. Got an idea. Life's for living. Strap on 25 pounds, and we're gonna go back up this incline one time and back down. Talk about leg strength. Let's go. I go straight to the top.
With the right woman, there's no stopping me. I could go right to the top.
Blast into quads. All right. 1 more mile down. Took me 16 and a half minutes. Looks like 400 feet of elevation. Not as much as I thought, but still. Good stuff. That's 8 total miles. And I'm very hungry, very thirsty. I'm gonna stretch and get moving. Oh, by the way, stretch after every run. It makes an astounding difference in how you feel. I promise. Quick pit stop at the Quick Stop. I just grabbed Gatorade, Gator Light. Gator Lights, a lot of sodium, electrolytes, not a lot of carbs, hence the extra Gatorade. Low-key, Arctic Blitz. Don't see this flavor around a lot, but it might be my all-time favorite. I just like it. I don't even know what it tastes like exactly. It's a weird color, but it's great, man. Why I stopped, I have about a 30-40 minute drive back home. I'm very hungry, very thirsty, but I think the evidence is pretty unassailable that carbohydrate consumption pretty soon after finishing exercise helps you recover, helps you get going into the next session. And especially when I didn't take any goo or carbohydrate during that run. So you can start the recovery process during the run. I didn't do that, obviously, but I want to start it right now. So as I'm driving home, I'm going to sip on these, and then we'll get hopefully a nice meal once we get back to the homestead. But get those carbs in, especially when you're running for an hour. You know, my watch said I burned 1,000 calories. There are 4 calories in a gram of carb, right? So 250 grams of carbs, give or take. You know, obviously it wasn't all stored carbohydrate that I was burning, but you get the picture. 150 grams of carbs, probably a great idea after an effort like that. Anyway, let's drive home. I gotta get my Arctic Blitz on, if you know what I mean. Oh, it just tastes so good. Ah, nectar of the gods. All right, so this is pretty cool. I've been working with a company to develop a supplement, a post-run drink. Basically a combination of clear whey isolate protein, carbohydrates, electrolytes. Very simple. And they sent me samples. So let's do this. This is lemon lime. One serving has, let's see. So this is one serving. It has 25 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs, 600 milligrams of sodium. It smells really good. Let's see how this mixes up. One sec. All right, mixed it with about 20 ounces of water. Now the one thing with whey, clear whey isolate that's really unique is it foams up. So you can see like it's just all foam right now. Mixed pretty well. But clear whey isolate, if you've never had it, super unique. It is not like normal whey protein that is kind of milky and creamy texture and flavors like vanilla, chocolate, peanut butter, etc. It's very light. It mixes extremely well with water, so it has like a water-like, Gatorade-like consistency, which I thought made it a prime candidate to be mixed with carbohydrate, go into a nice post-run fuel. All right, first taste of the product. This is kind of a monumental moment here. Let's see. Wow. That's actually insane. Oh my gosh. It is so light. It's literally like, it's not too sweet. Wow, that's phenomenal. Same consistency as those Gatorades I was just drinking. And what's so hilarious about this getting delivered today is this solves exactly the problem that I dealt with after that run, which is I have to stop at a gas station. I have to get a Gatorade. Didn't get any protein. Pack one of these, which you can see, it's kind of, this actually looks like milky, but it's not. It's very light and refreshing. Holy shit. This is not even self-promotion here. I'm fucking liking this. Oh my God, that's insane. Anyway, I'm in the process of getting this made. We have a website, Holla Sups. Go check it out if you're interested. No bullshit. This is amazing. This might work after all. Holy shit. I'm going to keep drinking. Cheers. I'm just still blown away at how good that tastes. I actually can't believe it. I've just been sitting here for like 10 minutes blown away. I don't know what else to say. But I do need to eat. I drank that whole thing. So I got some protein in there. I'm going to have a Rise bar. Whoops. Rise bar and a banana. Not exactly a great meal here, but it's because I forgot I put this beef. I got this beef at Whole Foods. Boom. But this needs to defrost, obviously. It's rock hard. So that'll be dinner after we lift. All right, accidentally started filming there in slow-mo. Oh, shit. Whoops. I'm pretty tired from this run. Don't necessarily want to go lift right now. But I know I should based on where I want to go. So I'm going to go. I think sometimes the hardest part is just leaving your home, leaving what's comfortable. I'm like looking at the couch and the TV and my ground beef that's almost defrosted. But just leaving those, getting in your car and just getting on the way to the gym. I also thought about, you've seen in previous videos, like I have a decent setup here where I can lift at home, and I've done that in the past, which is fine. But I really want to, I'm lifting my legs today, utilize the leg extension, leg curl machine specifically to strengthen quads, hamstrings in a targeted way. And when I've been at my best, when I've been at my healthiest, I'm hitting those hard. And I obviously don't have those at home. So that's why I'm going to the gym. And you know what we're gonna do? You're gonna just see me. I'm gonna actually get I'm gonna take a sip of this water. I'm gonna take a bite of this banana. And I'm going to the gym. Let's go. Let's go. Lift's done. Very simple. Squats, I prefer goblet squats. Back squats, I don't know. I just, more trouble than they're worth for me sometimes. So I like goblet squats. They feel good for me. They get me stronger. Shit, what we do after that? Oh, split squats. And then just into the isolated movements, leg extension, leg curls. I supersetted those. And then some glute stuff that I've done really since I had glute troubles, tightness, and lack of strength prior to Chicago 2023. So it's been about 2 years. And I do those a lot just to keep the glutes firing, keep them strong. Really simple leg lift. Like I already said it. It's, but the thing is, you add up these sessions week after week after week. We're still, 20 weeks from a marathon, and you have now 18, 20 really great sessions that you can add to the bank. Legs are going to be stronger come marathon time. That's at least how I look at it. Anyway, dinner time. All right. Sit. Good girl. All right, give me a paw. Got you, good girl. All right, enjoy. It's dinner time all around here. One compliment that I've gotten about these videos and my channel is that I keep things real. I try to tell the truth. I try to show what's actually going on. And to that effect, I considered actually lying about what I'm eating for dinner on camera. I'm being dead serious here. Because I feel bad that I've been defrosting this beef. Bam. Get that in the front. Get focus. There it is. So I've been defrosting that beef, and that's what I plan to cook up and make for dinner. However, got done lifting. I'm tired. I'm very hungry, and frankly, just feeling a little lazy. So I got the tried and true. Yeah, I picked up Chipotle on the way home. But real quick, I will show what I was gonna make, and then I'll actually show what I put in my Chipotle bowl. It's pretty healthy, and just really fast and convenient, which I like. All right, so I was gonna cook this ground beef, and here, very simple dinner if you're looking for it. Just a cup of white rice, avocado from Mexico, with an avocado. This sauce, very high in sugar. So I've been rocking with this a little more. I think really anything from Primal Kitchen is just freaking money. And then maybe even throw in some of this hummus. But basically I just like throw shit in until it tastes good for me. I don't, especially on days like today, you're burning whatever, 1,000+ calories. Don't really worry about sauce and sugar and the calories in those. I just want it to taste good, if I'm being real. So that's what I was gonna make, but obviously I'm not gonna eat that, so let's put all this shit back. I love their salad dressing. It's so good. Just drizzle it on top. If you aren't doing that, you should try it. And then the bowl's really simple. Let's just give this a little tip. Oh yeah. Very simple bowl. I go white rice. I usually get extra white rice, corn, green salsa, guac, cheese, chicken, and that's all I've been doing lately. I took out the beans because they were just, I just felt kind of bloated and very full after eating Chipotle, so I took out the beans. Feel much better after I eat it now. I'm gonna take this down with the quickness and then finish this video outlining my plan for this off-season block. All right, we're gonna get into the off-season plan. I got Fuel Black Edition right here. So 40 grams of protein, 400 calories in this bad boy. I just think they make great stuff. I'm a huge fan, and I've been drinking these for the last few months. Big addition, for a night like tonight, where burned a lot of calories today. Haven't necessarily eaten a ton. I've definitely eaten a good amount, but probably not enough. And as we get into the evening, drinking this. I started Plane on Netflix, which has always just struck me as a hilarious name to I've heard pretty decent movie. I'm like 10 minutes in, and I gotta be honest, I really wanna watch the rest of it. So I'm gonna keep this quick, both for you and for me. But let's get into it. All right, so I kind of threw it on my, let's see, can you kind of see that? All right, sort of see that, okay. I like putting pen to paper. It's just easier for me, and then I'll throw this up on the screen to make it easy to digest for you all. But basically, on this sheet, this was from last week, so July 6th, 22 weeks to CIM. I highlighted some key dates at the top. So these are things that I want to make sure are in my CIM training plan. So I looked at half marathons kind of around the country in areas close to Colorado, where I am currently. Settled on the Vegas half marathon, October 26th, that I really want to hit. Kansas City half is the October 18th, and then the Boulder-thon, which is in Boulder, Colorado, is September 28th, 10 weeks out from CIM, but I do have a wedding that weekend. So I'm thinking Vegas half is where I'm going to sit 6 weeks out from the race. I think doing a half marathon in your training for a marathon, like an actual race half marathon, and then running it around your marathon goal pace, not your half marathon like PR pace or whatever. Huge from my training plans that I've done in the past. Anyway, that has nothing to do with off-season training. So let's, that's just where I started here. All right. My thoughts for my off-season training. This was, again, starting 22 weeks out from CIM. I want to have a 10-week marathon build. That feels like a good amount of time for me. I've done 16 weeks in the past plenty of times. I think if you're new to marathon, or maybe you're going for your first sub 3, 16 weeks is a great amount of time. For me, after 3, 4, 5, 16-week builds, it's a really long time. And I personally don't think I need that much time. I think I feel a little burnt out and tired by the end of it. So 10-week build for me is what I'm planning for CIM. That means I have 12 weeks here of off season. I settled on 3 sets of 4-week cycles. That feels good for me. All right. Here's what I got. Week 1. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go through the weeks week by week. What I'm going to say is basically what I'm looking, like big runs in each week, what I'm looking for, and then general principles for each week. That seems easiest. I'll start here. I want to lift 3 times a week. Upper body push day, upper body pull day, and a leg day, which you just saw. So I get those 3 in the week, and I'm going to be honest, I'm really flexible with when I do them. I just want to make sure I hit all 3 of those throughout the course of a week. I mean, I've gotten to the point where it's like Friday and I haven't lifted. So, I go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But ideally, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, something along those lines. Basically, I want to have most of my runs be easy runs, 4 to 6 times a week running. And that length is going to be around easy 6 to 8 miles. Again, I want to be flexible with it. I don't want this to be a super rigid week to week thing where I have to do this run on this day at this time, because that just kind of flames me out after a while. And I know that the 10-week build is going to be intense. I know it's going to be regimented. So I want this to be the opposite. I'm adding in 1 speed workout a week, mixing it up between interval work. So like on Saturday, a few days ago, I did 4x800, 4x400, very, very hard workout for me. And then this week, I think probably like this weekend, I will do like a tempo run. So it might be like 5 miles at marathon pace-ish, or 4 miles at marathon pace, something like that. I basically want to have one workout day a week like that. And then I want to have like a mid-range run probably on the weekends. So like this past weekend, I had scheduled easy 10 miles. I did not do that. I'll explain in a sec why. But this weekend, easy 12 miles. I even put add marathon pace in there. That's fine. And that's really it, man. You know, you saw in this video, like I'm trail running. I want to mix it up. I actually think a great lesson I got here was looking at pro runner Emma Bates, her Strava. It's just public. It popped up on my Strava. I was like, oh, she's a phenomenal runner. I'm gonna go check out what she does. She actually lives in Boulder, Colorado, which is cool. And she basically just runs 10 miles easy, like every day. And she'll mix in, what I noticed was some like moderate longer runs on certain weekends. So that was like, for her, like 15 miles at, which is insane, like 6:10 pace or something, which is a bonkers run on like like a challenging path. But her marathon pace is like 5. I don't want to misquote this, but I think it's like 5:20 or something, like 5:30 maybe. I mean, she's fast as fuck. But all that to say, like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. For me, it's basically easy 6 to 8 miles most days, add in some workout days, add in some like longer runs for this block, like 10 to the longest I want to do is like 14 miles. And that's it. This was a little longer than I wanted it to be. I'm sorry about that, but I hope it was valuable for you. If you have any questions, absolutely throw them in the comments. Message me on IG. I am on Instagram now. Still getting the hang of that, but it's just Nikki Bihala. And that's that. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really had fun making this one. And we're going to just keep posting this off season. What am I forgetting here? Holla! Oh, thank God. Gerard Butler, take me home.